What I hear from your what you're telling us is you started off kind of in the trenches working on projects, several of them in many different countries.
Yeah.
And then as you move forward in your position, which is actually kind of emblematic of what a project management career path could look like, is you go from projects and you start managing programs. Then you see, okay, our projects, a lot of the key aspects of a project happen before and after a project. It's kind of you got to kind of plow the earth before you can sow, right? So with this IT platform, you started saying, okay, we need to engage decision makers, people who are maybe not directly in projects during the duration of the project, but before and after. So this classical strategic and tactical thing. So that's some classical program and portfolio development. Is there a particular project that you're most fond of if you look back?
Well, this program itself was a effort that involves several projects, because the way you get projects funded in UNIDO, you can't just put together a $50 million program and get it funded for $50 million. You work on small parts of it, and in implementing it, you link all these small parts and make a program out of it. So we had a $50 million program, which was funded by maybe 6 different sources.
Okay. Let's talk about funding a little bit. When we're talking about the size of your project, what types of budgets are we usually talking about?
Oh, you can have in UNIDO a small project of $20,000, $30,000.
Really, that small?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of those types of projects are what we call preparatory projects. Yeah. The idea is to do a small thing where
there are actually work packages that might lead to
a bigger project. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Or a small project where a country requested a specific action from UNIDO, and you do it for $34,000.
Okay.
But you have big programs, several $1 million.
So we talked about this beforehand. The definition of a program, for those of you who don't know, is a group of projects or work packages that deal with different aspects, but as a uniform mass, if they're managed together and coordinated on a program level, create a higher synergy. So like you kind of mentioned, it's kind of domino stones. I'm tipping one domino stone and that's its own thing, but it'll definitely have ramifications on follow-up domino stones as well. So programs are in the several millions? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. What's the largest sum that we're talking about?
10, 20, 30.
Okay, good. Is there anything larger than that at the UNIDO?
No. I mean, the total project portfolio in UNIDO is probably around 200 million.
Okay, but that's still a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, UNIDO is a small organization.
Yeah. So you're more like a specialty, you're more like, I always love to use the word, kind of like a special forces, a niche special forces, a niche consultancy firm for that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean that your activities won't lead to larger projects, but it doesn't,
That's the idea. I mean, our objective is sort of to create something that maybe other more bigger, powerful players can step into.
And I do want to mention this because, like I said, I did through your blessing have the opportunity to have a little bit of an insight into UNIDO. When we're talking about projects only costing maybe a couple $100,000, that's the cost of the personnel that's from UNIDO side. It doesn't include, if you remember with our project in Nigeria, if you were to calculate the cost of Project OSO for Nigeria, the 150 people that were involved there, you'll automatically come to much, much larger sums, but you're calculating as far as what you're liable or accountable for.